All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Big Blue Tea.
All right, welcome back to the deep dive. You know how sometimes you dig through a pile of stuff, reports, notes, whatever, and suddenly it all clicks?
Yeah, that moment of clarity.
Exactly. Well, that's us today. We are diving deep into that Giants-Jets joint practice. And we've got everything, reports, notes, all the good stuff.
It was a pretty intense session from all accounts.
Oh, absolutely. And our mission, pull out every single nugget, every insight, especially for us Giants fans, because let me tell you, there was some stuff happening.
There definitely was.
Yeah.
A good test against another team.
A crucial test. And what came out of it, wow, a Giants defense that just, dominated, absolutely took over.
They certainly had their moments, big moments.
And an offense that, maybe struggled a bit here and there, but in the red zone, wow. Chef's kiss performance when it really counted. I'm fired up. Okay, let's unpack this.
Do it. Where do you want to start? Availability?
Yeah, gotta start there. Sideline check. Who wasn't suited up for Big Blue? That's always the first question, right?
Right, and it was a notable list.
Yeah, Nabers with that toe injury. Hyatt, Neal, huge one there. Dru Phillips, Skattebo, Felton, Tre Hawkins III, all DNP, did not participate.
That's a significant chunk, especially on offense. Missing Neal, Nabers, Hyatt. That's tough.
No kidding. And you could see the ripples, couldn't you? Especially on that O-line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Those absences, they definitely had an impact. We saw James Hudson walk off briefly with trainers.
Yeah, didn't see that right away. Okay.
Yeah, thankfully he came back, which is good to see.
Oh, okay.
But then Zudu also hit the turf.
Oof.
He got up, looked okay, but then bam, false start right after.
See, that concentration.
Exactly, and it just underlines that, until Neal gets back, you've really got to watch that left tackle depth, closely.
No panic button yet, but definitely something circled.
Right. It's just something to monitor. You need that stability.
Totally agree. Depth is key, especially up front. So, okay, the vibe of the practice itself. Pads were on, right?
Yep, pads on. So it had that full contact feel.
But thud tempo, they called it. Intense, physical, but no tackling to the ground.
Right. Keep guys healthy, but still get that competitive work in. And apparently, Jets rules meant no filming the team periods.
Interesting. Little home field advantage there. And of course, you hear about the little scuffles. Stinney and Mathis got into it a bit.
Yeah, minor stuff. Happens all the time in these joint practices.
Exactly. Just guys competing hard.
Yeah.
Nothing for mom to worry about, like they say. Just intensity.
And the sources mentioned the intensity, but also the humidity.
Yeah.
Sounds like it was pretty brutal out there.
Oh, East Rutherford in August. Yeah, sounds about right. Adds another layer, doesn't it? Battling the heat and the other team.
Definitely test your conditioning and focus.
Okay, now for the fun part. The part that gets us Giants fans hyped. Our D versus their O. So, Fields started kind of hot for the Jets.
Yeah, the report said he actually hit something like 12 of his first 13 passes. Had one deep ball drop too. Looked sharp initially.
For a second there.
But then, like the sources said, the blue wave hit.
Yes. Love that. Tell me about it.
It was just shut down city, first Jet series, batted past the line. Then Micah McFadden just blows up Breece Hall for a TFL.
Boom. McFadden, love to see it.
Followed immediately by a Brian Burns sack. End of drive. Punt.
Beautiful.
Next.
Second series, high pass, incomplete. Then Brian Burns again, TFL on Allen this time. Then Burns again, another sack, beat Mbow, punt.
Oh my God, Burns was living in their backfield. Keep going.
Third series, another high throw, then a throwaway, short run for Hall that went nowhere. Then fourth down, just a total swarm sack.
Yeah.
Multiple Giants got there. Punt city, baby.
Punt city? 3 straight series, 3 straight punts forced. That's unbelievable dominance.
It was impressive, total disruption.
And the individual plays, you mentioned McFadden, Burns obviously went off. Double Carter, the reports on him were insane. Big boy tape, they called it.
Yeah, that was a standout moment. He apparently slid inside, played like a 3-tech or 4-eye.
From the edge, wow. Yeah, and beat Elijah Vera-Tucker, who's, a really good player for the Jets. Got a tag sack on Fields. That versatility, that's huge.
Huge-E, that messes up everything for an offense. And Dexter Lawrence.
Oh yeah, Dex just closing out those continuation sacks. Like if the initial rush didn't get home, he was there to clean it up. Like a bouncer at last call, just ending the play. Pure power.
Man, that defensive front, Bowman's got them humming. Even in the red zone, they held up.
They did. Burns had another pressure, maybe a kind of sort of sack, forced Fields off his spot. They stuffed Allen on a run. Darius Alexander got home for a sack too.
Alexander, nice depth piece showing up.
Yeah, forced Fields into just sort of a sidearm flick to Ruckert to avoid disaster. Even in tight spaces, the Giants' D was dictating things.
That is music to my ears. So, okay, tactically, how are they doing it? Just pure talent winning, or was it scheme?
Seems like both. The sources mention games and interior stress. So stunts, twists, confusing the O-line blocking rules.
Right, creating chaos.
Exactly. And Carter playing inside, like we said, that just screws up rules for the offense. They don't expect that kind of pressure from that spot. Plus, basic stuff. Hand violence, plus get off owned early downs.
Love it. Just winning at the line of scrimmage. Fast and physical. Makes you wonder how that plays against, different types of lines, but against the Jets. Wow.
Yeah, it was highly effective that day.
All right, gotta flip it. Our offense, Giants O versus the Jets D, which is no joke either. How did the 7-on-7s look? Skelly, period.
Pretty good, actually. Russ Wilson started hot, 4 for 4. Hit Bo Collins twice early.
Collins. Good to see him stepping up with the injuries.
Yeah, definitely. Russ finished that period 2 for 4 on some contested throws, so not perfect, but started strong. And Jaxson Dart, he was sharp, 6 for 6.
Dart, 6 for 6. Nice. How'd he look doing it?
Report said, chef's kiss mechanics. Smooth, good footwork, on time.
Okay. Promising signs in the passing game there. But then, the 11-on-11s, the muck, as they call it, sounds like it got a little tougher.
It did. The offense gave up a couple of sacks. Will McDonald got one. Jay Tufel got another.
Jets D-line is talented. Got to give him credit.
For sure. There was also a holding penalty and a batted pass at the line. So yeah, some struggles against that front in the full team periods.
But the run game, Devin Singletary, put some positive notes there. That axe emoji cutback.
Yeah, that was off a duo or split zone concept. Showed really good vision, decisive cut. That's exactly what you want from him. Finding the crease and hitting it hard.
Yes, love that decisiveness. What about the O-line guys individually? Heard Mbow had a decent day.
He did. Marcus Mbow apparently stacked up 2 solid wins in pass pro and had 1 block that sprung Dart for like an 8-yard scramble.
All right, Mbow, stock creaking up.
Seems like it. Definitely creeping north, as the source put it.
Yeah.
But again, that just reinforces the whole left tackle situation is still, under the microscope, especially with Hudson needing that quick check.
Right. Constant evaluation there. And with Nabers, Hyatt, Felton out, who else stepped up catching passes besides Collins?
Well, Collins was the main highlight mentioned, grabbing those 2 rhythm catches. One was apparently a beautiful Russ field side corner dime. Just dropped it right in there.
Nice. Great throw, great catch. Need those guys to step up, and it sounds like Collins did. Shows that next man up mentality.
Exactly. Important to see depth guys making plays.
Okay, Giants fans, lean in. Because despite maybe some unevenness in the middle of practice, the red zone, our offense, touchdown factory.
Yeah, that was the big positive swing for the offense. Highly efficient down there.
Tell me the scores.
All right, so Russ hit Theo Johnson on a threaded seam pass, tight window, touchdown.
Russ to Theo, love that connection.
Then Russ found Slayton on the boundary. Incredible toe tap clinic to stay in bounds. Touchdown.
Slay, clutch grabby. What else?
Jaxson Dart got in on it. Hit Zach Pascal, back shoulder throw. Really strong hands by Pascal. Touchdown.
Dart to Pascal, spreading the wealth.
And Singletary wasn't left out. He punched in a run for a score, too.
4 scores in the red zone, period. That's what I'm talking about. Finishing drives.
Yeah, the summary was perfect. Box score, meh. Red zone, mwah.
Exactly, mwah. That's game-winning stuff right there. That execution when it matters most. That builds confidence like crazy.
Absolutely. So the final QB numbers reflected that a bit. Russ was 5 for 10 overall. But with those 2 TDs, Dart was 11 for 17 with his 1 TD.
So Russ, maybe a little chop in the middle periods, like the report said, some unevenness.
I think that way, yeah.
But then red zone time, he just flips a switch, becomes a notary, snapping those windows.
That's the description. On time, accurate, decisive in the crunch zone.
That's your veteran QB right there. Clutch is clutch. And Dart, sounds like he showed real poise.
Yeah. The word used was command. Looked comfortable, went 6 for 6 in the Skelly period as checking protections.
Smart football.
Right? And used his legs well when Mbow, like we mentioned, gift wrapped a lane for him. Made the right reads, took what was there. Good signs for the rookie.
Very good signs. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the tactics. We touched on the defense winning with games and interior stress. Carter messing up the rules inside. Hand violence, get off, just owning the line.
Right. It was a clear strategy, executed really well. How it translates week to week against different looks is the next question. But it worked wonders against the Jets.
And the offense in the red zone, finding that leverage down low, isolation beats, quick game. Sounds like good design meeting good execution.
Exactly. Putting receivers in positions to win one-on-one, getting the ball out fast, and the QBs matching their footwork to the concepts. That's crucial timing.
Peach tape, they called it. That's awesome. A blueprint for scoring when things get tight.
That's what you hope to see build.
Okay, stock watch time. Who's UP for our Giants after this practice? Let's hear the names.
All right, based on the reports, Brian Burns, obviously. Abdul Carter, big time. Micah McFadden.
Yes. Linebackers showing out.
Marcus Mbow on the O-line. Theo Johnson making that TD catch. Darius Slayton with his clutch grab. Zach Pascal, too.
Love it. Keep going.
Devin Singletary looked good. And Tyron Tracy Jr. also got mentioned positively.
Tracy, nice. That's a solid list of guys trending way up. Love to see it.
Definitely some strong performances.
So what are the things we need to keep an eye on? The hold monitor category.
Well, pass protection against those creepers, those disguised blitzes, that's always a challenge.
Got to communicate those.
Absolutely. The left tackle depth, obviously, until Neal is fully back. And just overall pre-snap discipline. Avoiding those false starts, procedural penalties.
Yeah, can't beat yourself. Those are definitely key areas moving forward, especially against defenses that throw complex looks at you.
For sure. Foundational stuff.
And quick injury recap again, just so we have it clear.
Right. DNPs were Nabers, Toe, Hyatt, Neal, Skattebo, Felton, Tre Hawkins, Dru Phillips.
Okay. But good news on Hudson returning and Izudu being okay after going down.
Correct. Avoided worse news there.
Phew. Okay, big picture time. What does this practice tell us about the Giants overall? The defense.
Yeah, it travels, right? It really seems like it. Bowen's pressure menu, as they called it, it worked. They executed the game plan effectively on someone else's turf. That's a great sign.
Huge GE sign. And the offense. Yeah, streaky, maybe. But CLUTCH, that red zone efficiency, if they clean up the pre-snap stuff.
Then that chemistry, you saw glimpses of Russ with Theo and Slayton, Dart with Pascal. It looks like it could be Sunday ready.
Sunday ready. Man, I love hearing that as a Giants fan. Building that trust, that timing.
Yeah.
It's everything.
And thinking bigger picture, those specific things like Abdul Carter winning inside against a quality player like AVT.
Yeah.
Or Marcus Mbow holding his own in pass pro. Those feel like August notes that echo in October.
Ooh, I like that. Meaning these aren't just pamp flashes. These could be real indicators for the season.
Potentially, yeah. You look for those building blocks, those signs of development that could pay off when the games really count.
Love it. Okay, so looking ahead now, what should you out there be watching for with our Giants?
We'll definitely keep watching that wide receiver battle. Collins, Combre, Pascal, who keeps stacking good days. Who earns those reps?
Yeah, opportunity is knocking there.
Keep an eye on the tackle rotation while Neal is out. How do they manage Hudson's snaps? Does Mbow keep ascending?
Crucial area. What else?
How does the offense develop those pressure counters? More screens, draws.
Yeah.
Using tempo to offset the rush. Need answers for aggressive defenses.
Good point. Can't just rely on the line holding up every single time.
Right. And maybe the biggest question on offense, can that red zone magic, that sequencing, show up earlier in drives? Can they find that rhythm consistently, not just inside the 20?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Building on the good stuff, making it consistent. So the takeaway remains.
Box score might be a little meh.
But that red zone, chef's kiss. Mwah. That's our Giants showing up when it counts. Resilience. Clutch.
And remember that image, Abdul Carter beating AVT inside. Just file that one away. That felt real.
Oh, it's filed. Absolutely filed. Or Brian Burns just setting up his tent in the Jets backfield. Rent's due Friday, buddy. Ha. What stood out most to you listening? What are you going to be watching for next with our New York Giants? Let us know. We're just getting warmed up. All right, well, I think that just about wraps things up for this deep dive.
Yeah, seems like a good place to pause.
Just wanted to say a massive thank you for tuning in to Big Blue Tea.
Absolutely. And, a huge shout out always to BLKFREEZYTV.
Oh, definitely.
For the fantastic programming, the production, everything that makes this possible.
Yep. Their work behind the scenes is just really appreciated.
It really is.
This has been Big Blue Tea.
Until next time.